Let's learn this lesson. How did Leonardo da Vinci do this? Let's take a look at the lesson first. The main nodes used. You can take a screenshot and save it. Want to work? You can move directly to the end of the tutorial. Here we go. First, create a new timeline. Set to 1080p 25 pins. New service hospital synthesis fragment. Mark it is set to 5 seconds. Then drag it to the timeline and open it in the service yard. Drag the prepared footage to the node panel. Drag it to the window. Display F2 on the current node. First, rename the node. Select and add Imagine Play in the toolbar. 3D node. This node can convert the two-dimensional image transform into a three-dimensional effect. Direct drag and drop cannot be connected. It needs to be used with 3D rendering nodes. Select and add Render 3D nodes. Drag the node to the window to display the current node. From the upper right corner of the window we can see the resolution of the material is 4K. The timeline defaults to 1080p. Select Render node. Change the resolution to 4K. Then press and hold Shift to add spaces. Select and add a resize node. Reset the resolution to 1080p. We do this because we're going to do the omen in a while. Need guarantee the size before the 3D rendering node should be the same. Add Transfer 3D node. Set the window to dual window display mode. This is the Chuan magnetic slope 3D node. It is equivalent to a 3D switch in A1. By adjusting translation and rotation of 3D nodes in Sichuan magnetic the three-dimensional we want tilt effect. Then from the toolbar, select and add nodes for Baker Round. Drag the node to the bed port to display the node. Set the type to gradual change. Set the gradual change type to radio. Then we quickly set it up, a gradual change of background color. Then add MIGI and nodes. Resize subnode, connect to the green foreground of the MIGI node. Input. Select Material 1. Hold down Shift plus space. Select and add Tanya Straight node. What about this node? It's like the freeze needle in A1. Select the node and trim the display range of the fragment. Find the needle we need to leave blank. Select a straight node. Cancel the original key needle. Input 124 pins. In this way, the picture is frozen at 124 pins. Press and hold the left mouse button to box the node. Ctrl plus C, Ctrl plus V, copy and paste node. Likewise, change the scope of the material input. Then select the times straight node. Change the original timeline to 99 stitches. Select node. Press shortcut F2 to rename the node. Then add the MIGI 3D compositing node. Connect image plane 3D nodes to MIGI 3D composite node. Then add the rectangular mask. Hold down the Control key to slide the mouse wheel. You can resize the window. Drag the folded border directly. You can change the size of the fold. It's more troublesome to align like this if you want to see it. Here's what we can do. Select the material foreground node, Ctrl plus C, Ctrl copy and paste nodes. Then display the node in the window. So we operate on the masking node. It will not affect our prospect node. You can operate both windows. Adjust the fillet radius appropriately. After adjusting this node, we can copy and paste this node. Hold down the left mouse button and drag and connect to the node. Because the height is the same, we just need to change its position and altitude. That's it. The next step is to keep copying and pasting changes. Just change the width and position of the node. The following operations are the same. So here, let's fast forward. In order to facilitate the animation later, we need to separate each timeline. So here we copy and paste the node. And then we connect it to the McGee triple node. It's a juxtaposition. And then you do it over and over again. Here it goes quickly. Then select the material background node, add crop clipping node. Trim the border of the screen. Then the adjusted crop node. Copy and paste to other nodes in turn. The same node can be used repeatedly. To make the typography look better, we can adjust the position of the crop node. After the background is adjusted, next, we need to make some fine-tuning of the picture. Make some optimizations according to the composition of the screen. At this time, you need to be more patient. To make the picture look fuller, it requires repeated adjustments. After adjusting the overall layout, next, you need to apply a key needle to the flat chair ZK. Then after the image playing 3D node, add Transform 3D node. Press and hold the left mouse button to box the node. Adjust the position of the node. Select Transform 3D node for Translate Zato. At the position of 0 to 70Z, the upper tube can be used to reduce the needle, this timeline, and you start animating from the top down. Our next operation is still the same. Select and copy our adjusted Transform 3D node. Copy it to the node that needs to be animated. And then what happens? Select all transform nodes by holding down the left mouse button, and open the key panel. Check Show Only Selected Tools. Click on this icon for Adaptive Global Scaling. Expand all key terms. And then we give all the key needles. Make a position offset. Make the picture more layered. Then open the spline panel. Check all the nodes. Box the key pins of all nodes. Then press Shift+S to add an easing curve. Press shortcut T to call up the value of slow in and slow out. So with that, we go back to the editing panel. Copy and hide the snippet we just saw. It's like making a backup. Then open the Waiter panel. In order to make material on the same timeline, the amplitude of motion is different. We can disconnect the mask node. Hold Shift and drag the node. You can disconnect the link, then shuffle their positions again. So our first path is done. Now we're going to do the second shot. We copy and paste the node of the backup number. Open in the Furuyang panel. What about after copying the node? How we operate? It's the same as the previous one. First click on the Transform 3D node, adjust the overall picture. No need to change. We can also disconnect the link. Hold Shift and drag the node. You can disconnect the link. Nodes are the benefit of operations. That is, all node operations are reversible. Nodes can be correlated with each other. The adjusted parameters can also be used repeatedly. While operating other nodes, it will not affect the change of the node itself. It doesn't matter if you don't know it after reading. I have the project ready for everyone. After opening in DaVinci, I need to reconnect the material. When importing materials, make sure that the trimming parameters are consistent. Drag the media pool footage to the node, then release the mouse and click OK. Manually enter the range of the crop. The same is true of the above material. What about the other points? We just need to delete the circular nodes, then paste what we just copy it.